Barbie has hit the big screen with all the glitz and glamour you'd expect, but which shoe will it be? The pink high heel or the Birkenstock? This is Does It Hold Up? I'm Emily, and here's our quick, spoiler-free review of Barbie, the live-action reimagining of the famous Mattel toy. Barbie and Ken are alive in Barbie Land, the world where women can and do everything and anything. It's perfect for Barbie, until the human that is playing with her starts giving her existential thoughts. With her reality threatened, Barbie must travel to the real world to fix a problem with her human. Along the way, Barbie will learn that she just might need fixing as well. Margot Robbie is wonderfully cast as stereotypical Barbie. The subtlety of her actions make for a fun watch. Having played with many a Barbie in my youth, her performance brought me great joy. Every motion in her typical perfect day brought back wonderful memories of playing with the iconic toy. Even though her performance as the toy Barbie is so amazing, her slow progression into her existential crisis is where she really shines. The emotion she brings to the forefront really had me going at moments. Not to be outshined, though, is Ryan Gosling as Beach Ken. He brings such a depth to what could have been a write-off character. He has his own crisis to work through as, what is Ken without Barbie? While Gosling goes all out and makes the most of every scene he's in, he was let down by the character as a whole. What could have been a truly interesting arc for this character was unfilled because throughout the movie, we are reminded that this can only be Barbie's movie. The rest of the cast was fairly great as well. A notable standout was Kate McKinnon as Weird Barbie. She understood just how odd this movie is and leaned fully into it, bringing this role to life. Though, for a movie all about strong and beautiful women, they sure do like calling Kate McKinnon ugly, which she is decidedly not. One performance that was a bit disappointing, however, was Simu Liu as rival Ken. He had some funny moments, but he wasn't given enough material to really come into his own, and was overshadowed by the lovable and laughable Gosling. This movie centers on Barbie having an existential crisis, not knowing where she belongs, what she should be doing, and where she fits in the world. This could have been a really interesting story if it weren't dripping with the message that all men are evil. From the perfect world of Barbie Land, where men are regulated to the sidelines, all the way to the real world, where every man is a sleaze and thinks little of women, the message of all men is being screamed loud and clear. While this movie could have been all about a person thinking they were only meant for one thing and realizing they could be so much more, they instead focus on how men are bad, dumb, inferior, what have you, and how women are brilliant, undervalued, and complicated. While those are wonderful and meaningful messages for women, it didn't need to belittle men to get there. Their misguided message is so heavy-handed that it can make sitting in the audience uncomfortable. This movie could have been impactful, but it focused on so many wrong things and was paced so poorly that we didn't know what we wanted to actually focus on. This movie says a lot to actually say very little. Another part of the movie that didn't work for me was when Barbie and Ken enter the real world and run into the CEO of Mattel, played by Will Ferrell. This is a part of the movie that had little impact on the greater story, and none of the physics of the real world made any sense. It left me with questions like, why are all men there caricatures of stereotypically toxic men? Why can Barbie run faster than everyone else? And why do all the board members of Mattel act as if they're toys being played with by a higher power? It seems like Barbie Land and the real world are one and the same. Or at least they share a lot of qualities when they should have been the exact opposite. Seems like the only opposite they were actually interested in was which gender was in power of their given world. One redeeming aspect of this movie, though, was the comedy. It was wonderfully self-aware of just how ridiculous telling this kind of story with children's toy would be. One of the best scenes in the entire movie is the beach fight with the two teams of Kens viciously and hilariously attacking each other. It took the outrageous nature of this movie and knocked it up to 11. While I wasn't a fan of what brought on the scene, it was still a fun time to watch. Who hasn't had a full-out brawl with their toys? The comedy was great while it was there, but I honestly could have used more of it. Overall, what could have been an interesting movie delving into real-world problems using well-recognized toy fell short of saying anything meaningful. We're giving Barbie a C+, because while the performances were spectacular, it may have actually done more harm than good with such an unflattering and at times incoherent message. Even if the movie wanted to go for the women power message, they could have done it in a way that focuses more on women and less on how evil men are. In trying to make a movie about strong women finding their place, they still had to equate that to what they are to men or what men are to them. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Barbie if you've seen it, or if you even plan on seeing it. Don't forget to like and share this video, hit that subscribe button for more great content like daily movie facts, and ring that bell for notifications. We also have a podcast, Does It Hold Up?, where we discuss your favorite movies from the past to see if they hold up to today's standards, anywhere podcasts are available. Until next time, remember, be the very best you can be and show kindness to those around you. I'll see you later. Bye!